All right, I'm going to put this out right quick before I go to work here. So, apparently, vandals, let me read this correctly here. Russian restaurant in Northwest DC, talking about District of Columbia, Washington, DC, was vandalized twice this weekend, 25th and 27th. Vandals broke windows and spray painted anti Russian writings on the building, police said. Unclear how many people may have been involved. The incident is being investigated as potentially motivated by hate bias, authorities said. So I made a video a while back, and now it's just kind of looking like it's looking bad. So I feel like I should put it out. But now we're seeing attacks on things that are openly Russian because of what's occurring, which is fucked up. Which is fucked up. Um, you know, the difference is though is that there's not going to be mass parades. There's not going to be these astroturfed show outs to say we're against Asian violence and we're against white supremacy. Remember that? Remember when they did that parade to stop Asian violence, this and that sort of thing, right? And because of COVID and all that business. And their parade saying, well, it's white supremacy's fault. And we're, aligned with BLM, this and that. Completely astroturf. There's not going to be anything for that. Let me just say it is fucked up, to say the least. That the media, you know, perpetrate, purporting all this, Russian xenophobia. And like I say, this has been going on for at least 100 years, probably, especially the hatred of Russians. How you doing, Jake English? But yeah, the hatred of Russians, particularly in the United States, is something that's been going on. Well, not quite 100 years. Like I say, roughly. I mean, what since 1945, basically, right? Or 46, once the switch happened. But yeah, I just want to say it's pretty fucked up to see that a restaurant in DC is getting messed up, and hopefully, uh, not to say I agree with it, but hopefully this is just an isolated incident, and this doesn't become a bigger thing. And I think that you know, I hope that folks, are a little more pragmatic about it. But of course, usually the ones that are, incessantly, you know, uh, frothing at the mouth against, the Russians or whatever, are usually the libs. And of course, you're not going to see a lib go out there and start doing that. It's just, probably some meathead out there who decide, well, I don't like Russians. Russia house. It says Russia house. And so, like I say, I wish I could say the United States is better, but it isn't. This happened with Lincoln. I mean, the U.S. more than any other country is very susceptible to like mob mentality. The same thing that happened with, for example, I mean, you can bring up, for example, the death of Lincoln, right? And looking for John Wilkes Booth. And there was a guy who vaguely looked like him. Anybody that vaguely looked like him, people were just beating the crap out of folks that looked like John Wilkes Booth. I remember that from that History Channel documentary. It's like there was a guy who was an actor too. But anyway, I think I'll end it there. Basically, and they hung that guy. That's basically how I was going to finish up that story. It's I hope this is isolated. And I hope this doesn't turn into a bigger thing. I think that hopefully we can be smart enough not to let that happen again. But from there, that's all we can do is hope and pray, unfortunately. Uh, let's keep it there. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that just to say, hey, let's not promote that sort of hatred. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed that. See you later. Goodbye.